and in a normal conventional format. So how do you, what's the comparison?
That for filtration wise is not difference. It's
Okay.
a construction wise is differ. So for filtration wise, it's not difference. The same. The capacity is same. The only thing, the system plumbing work and everything is different.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So quite informative and insightful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, yes, we'd like to ask some more questions.
The important observation which Kanika also did, and the visuals that you showed, in fact, made us really have that in-depth, or else at least a very good idea about the pools. You introduced pools to us very well, in fact.
Thank you,
Many
sir.
congratulations,
Thank
Rishikesh,
you so
for this
much.
one, and you should carry it forward. And I think it's inspiring for most to see the visuals and really go by. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
What do you think about prefab pools?
Prefab pools are also good. There is no issues. But the thing is, where you install, that is means important. Indoor or outdoor, and where is the location of site, that is calculated. When we suggest to client also, so the budget also is one of the factor when
Can
prefab
you
pools.
give us 2-3 points, like you said, it depends. What depends?
No, I didn't understand. Prefab
See,
pools.
I said, you said, no, it depends, whether you are putting outside or inside. Is there any difference that we should not put a prefabricated pool outside, only inside? No, I'm just asking because he has seen all the concrete thing. So, because there are few things which, I want to understand. And of course, I understand, but I want to know your point of view as a pool expert and working since long.
Prefab pools we mostly suggest to the client who doesn't have much more space in their project or that, because their prefab pools are limited sizes. If the client want bigger size pools, so they don't get that in prefab pools. So that one of the cause. Second thing, we suggest indoor pool because it's a prefab and maybe it's dull, because not for every company's product is the bad thing. But we experience prefab pools after a few years, it colors fades and the client complaining us, no, this is fade up my pool. Of course, maybe that manufacturer is not proper, I don't know. But this happens with us.
There are few Olympic size pool are being made in prefabricated pool in India.
Yeah, I know that. But the decision taken by the client, we always...
I'm talking about Sports Authority of India, and I'm giving you an example where the Olympic competition are being held in prefabricated thing.
Yes.
So this is wrong to say that only small pool can be made in prefabricated.
Prefabs better, हम लोग liner pools we are more prefer for Olympic size. But if you are done, then it's a great thing. Then we'll connect.
Definitely.
Because the decision is mostly Olympic size pools in the decision given by the client.
Yes. So my idea to ask the question that if you need any question or anything to know about prefabricated or ready-made pool,
Sure.
you can come to me anytime.
Sure.
Yeah. See, that's a misconception.
Not cheaper.
That's a very, very big misconception that prefabricated pools are cheap. No, these are better. I tell you why. If you take out forget about the costing. What is swimming pool? Swimming pool is a container of water holding structure. Whether you made in concrete, whether you made in paint, make concrete, do it painting, or you make in stainless steel, or you make in plastic, or you make this air-filled swimming pool you have seen at the roadside thing for kids and all. So pool is a thing which holds the water, right? Now any structure which hold the water is a pool or pond or water tank, whatever is called. So there are two things we need to take care of making any pool. One is structure, another is filtration. So filtration consists three things. One is physical impurity, one is chemical impurity, third is biological impurity. So we need to make swimming pools which require less effort in maintaining a pool. Because making a pool is easier than maintaining a pool. This is the biggest thing. So I am in this field since last say 27 years. I started making pools in 1995, and I only know how to make pools. I don't know anything else, right? But as we grow as an industry, this concrete pool is made around 100 years back. You know, these are being made in Yunnan, like hammam. Even you go Fatehpur Sikri, there's a third wife which was foreigner of Basha Akbar. They made a small stone pool for that wife, because in West the pool culture was very big, and swimming pool is just for swimming. There's a very misconception like we need a bigger pool, we need for, see, of course we need aesthetic pool. Pool should look good, but any empty pool doesn't look good. Any filled pool with best tiles but not clear water is not good. So first, the structure should be better to hold the water, and secondly, the kind of treatment and the surface we are using should be good for maintaining a pool. So as the technology grow, see, we were using desktops. Abhi laptop aa gaye. You can do everything in phone. So it's like, what is technology basically? Technology is make things simpler. See, you don't need plug, you don't need camera, you don't need microphone. Everything is being done by phone. So they made it simple. The first company who made simple is the Apple, which is biggest company. They started making this touch screen and blah blah blah, music into the phone, everything. So we try to do the same thing in swimming pool industry. Initially, it was like, which sir has shown, that we need a filtration plant, we need a balancing tank, we need a overflow channel, this thing, that blah and blah. Why we need a balancing tank? First question was this: why we need a balancing tank? What it does? So balancing tank is something which hold the water when people are into the pool, so that whatever water flow down, it get collected into the balancing tank. That's why we call it balancing tank. When people go out, the balancing tank take the water into the pool and it become to the brim level. Now we come about the sand filter and the pipeless filter. There's one more technological terms. We are making pipeless. Yeah. Sure, anytime. Thank you.
Okay.
Sir, what is the flow rate or pressure you maintain in jacuzzi nozzle
Flow rate.
and pressure?
That also depend on the how many peoples we are calculating and that. So it's a vague answer if I say some amount of flow
I'm
rate.
asking about one nozzle. If we
Uh,
maintain the pressure for one nozzle, so how should be the pressure or how should be the flow for one nozzle?
It's depend near to the LPS age wise 50 LPS we mostly think. Yeah. It's a depend on how many people and that. So that's why we design on that basis.
Thank you.
Can I ask? Excuse me. How
Yeah.
about the safety of the swimming pools? What measures do you take for the safety of the swimming pools?
Safety in the sense which.
Sorry. We did this yesterday, safety, because I illustrated an example wherein they had emptied a pool, and one of my very richy industrialists, he went into it at night, and poor guy is crippled for life now. So we had actually huge panel discussions with like such eminent distinguished speakers. But anyways, so do you want to add to that? What nozzle pressure?
Basically, the
No, he is gone.
It is 4 kg per
kg wise. Okay.
Yeah, kg wise it is 4 kg.
Still answer their question briefly about safety features, what I think he asked, right? The gentleman asked, what are the safety features for pools?
Safety features in the sense, what kind? Means I didn't understand the question. Safety features.
When you are making a pool, what are the safety measures you are taking that some incident should not happen in a pool? So it's basically the safety of the pool owners.
Normally nowadays, small pools are not much depth. So it's a 4 feet or 4.5 feet depth. Then the chlorination or ozonization is done for, it should not happen any problem to the skin and everything. So if there is a TCCI 90 or these kind of chemicals we are used in the pools.
Apart from chlorine, do you give any solutions to your customers?
Ozonization, we give the solution to the swimming pools.
Apart from ozone? Apart from ozone, anything else?
Ultraviolet systems, but that also again depend on the water, which kind of water quality they given to us. Means there is any hardness or that water quality. Sometimes they give a boring water, so that we have calculate all the things, and then we'll design the pool filtration unit. So safety for that, we tell them the chemical and everything.
But these chemicals, these UV and ozone which you are talking about, they are not the solution to the chlorine. Still, client has to use the chlorine.
There is a shock treatment.
In general also they have to put the chlorine because they are maybe UV can reduce 20% consumption, ozone can reduce 15, 20, 30% consumption, but still the client needs, client is saying that we don't want chlorine to use. So do you have any solution that?
No, on that basis, right now we don't have. We only use.
Can I answer?
Yeah.
See, I can. You have to understand one thing. When we are talking of a swimming pool, it's a big volume. So to keep it healthy, chlorine has to be injected in
Yes.
that. What we can do is we can control the injected chlorine going directly to the pool, which will not affect your skin or eyes or all that. So that can be controlled, and it can reduce furthermore with the ultraviolet or your ozonization, because ozone is basically just pumping in oxygen. So that is again going to reduce your percentage that is coming in. Plus, as there are chemicals, you can have alternate chemicals. That is TCCA is a very good one. The concentration is enough for you to control it, and you can suggest it to the
TCCA
client.
is also chlorine only, no? It is a chlorine.
Chlorine, you will have to use chlorine to, otherwise
You can't eliminate chlorine from pool.
It will not stay. The color of the water or the transparency, whatever is there, that is coming because of chlorine. And one more thing is, there are people who say that we have chlorine-free pools, but I don't think it works. I need to.
That is why I want to highlight this. We have the chlorine alternate solutions. If you can use our products, I can give you 100% chlorine-free solution.
Definitely.
101%, not 100, but 101% chlorine, because we are maintaining pools since last 5-6 years without 0% chlorine for our clients.
You should come forward and give us some input about it, and we would love to
Show
use
us
it,
your
with our
product to
clients.
us, so we
Yeah,
will
we can
promote
use it for
them to our client.
Sure, definitely.
Thank
I'll
you.
look forward to you. We have a stall here.
Sure.
We'll give you the information.
Sure.
You know, about the safety of pool we're talking about, I think we should stick to two things. One, the depth of the pool should not be
Beyond
more
the
than
limit.
prescribed limit, because mostly customer decide what depth should be there. I always say, you are not the expert of the pool, we are the expert of the pool, leave it to us. Don't put like 5 feet hona chahiye, 6 feet hona chahiye. I disagree with that, number one. Secondly, if you are giving any pool, always give any cover with the pool. So that improve. For small pool we can give always pool cover, even for bigger pool we can give the pool cover. But if you are not giving the pool cover and still you need thing, you can provide the net on the pool. So it is very mandatory to put a net kind of thing for safety net. So we should add those things to our product whenever we are suggesting to the customer. Forget about, don't put it on daytime, but at least at night you should do that. You should have always underwater lights which are well illuminated. So if you use 3-4 things, and for designers also, I would ask, that's a very big question for designer also, because when you are drawing something, you do many corners into the pool, which are very dangerous, because somebody is swimming and his head is stuck into thing, that is very dangerous. So I always say, don't put any big planters into the pool. It may look aesthetically good, but practically those are worst, because whatever leaves are there, whatever things are going out, that destroy the pool. That doesn't give any beautification to that. Even the leakage, main leakage issue is these planters only, because when plant grow, it break the wall and it goes into the pool. So for safety reason, we need to utilize these 3-4 kind of things with the designer and all.
Actually, he made a very pertinent point, which is we shouldn't have sharp right angles, and we as designers really overlook sometimes. But I think now we are doing the biophilic design, in which we are all tilted towards organic shapes, organic forms. So to an extent, I'd say 60%, designers who are very aware of international standards, they are actually already tuned to it. But it makes all kinds of people. Yeah. Also with curvy linear forms. Well, then we have parametric design now. So there's so much of technology, but yes, the point is well taken. Yeah. Correct. Understood. Thank you. So we continue this after, because we have our, beautiful stylist here. So she's been waiting. So she's a stylist who styles the pools and also. Any more questions for Rushikesh? Styling, yes. Something very different. Yeah, it sounds really exotic.
Yes, from all of us, boys and girls and ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank the excerpts that have come in for the filters and filtrations in pools and compliances, brought to you by Mr. Rushikesh Deshpande. Please put your hands together for him, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you to everyone.
Well, this is unbelievable but true. The very first time that we've had it in Goa, that has come in for the pools and spas, and of course we have jacuzzis and saunas that have come in, and of course it's the in thing that is there for everyone, for us to capitulate and contemplate. And here it is, the very, very small effervescent state of Goa is being brought to light because of all of this that's happening. As mentioned here by Kanika Bawa, that we've got our stylist that has come in, and she would like to give a presentation. Well, today she's going to be speaking on how to set the right frame styles for pools, spas and bath. And we're going to understand from her, with the expertise and excellence that she's coming in with, very young and raw and tender, a solo diva. Well, she has been educated with the VMS College of Law, please don't mess with her, from Miramar. Yes, and she's been in the creative industry for the last 6 to 7 years, so quite a lot of that she's got under her belt. Not only that, she started off as a still life stylist and a food stylist, working on various restaurants and in Goa and brands too. Her interiors came in as a part and parcel of still life and lifestyle shoots. And what began from styling homes for shoots went on to consultation for design and setting up homes. Well, she's worked on high-ended luxury villas and apartments, budgeted Airbnbs, and even style homes for show houses and home owners in Goa and out of Goa as well. And over the last few years, as the second home syndrome in Goa began, so did the demand for styling a good-looking home also did. Over the last 2 years, she styled more than 90 to 100 homes, and that's quite a lot of pools and bathrooms to swim in. I wonder how many we visit. She firmly believes that good styling does not have to look good only on Instagram, but should also work well practically and functionally too. She's understood various styles and themes that go well, and materials that are required for maintaining friendly and last long without straining the design. Pools and baths became an important life and a part of home and doubled the value of a home. And hence, in the recent years, it is very important to showcase pools, jacuzzis, patio landscaping, and as a part of home to increase its value. Of course, rent back as Airbnb would have, and selling yield. We'd like to welcome on stage. Please put your hands together. Bring it on for Shruti Tilve.